If you're looking to buy stocks right now, it might be a smart idea for you to wait and see what happens this week, because we have over 100 companies in the S&P 500 reported earnings, with AMD, Palantir, Supermicro, and Uber being some of the top companies reporting. Here's a bigger list. Another major thing to keep in mind are the new tariff rates that are going to be continued across multiple different countries across the globe, and it'll be on August 7th. I don't think the market will react the same way that it did on Liberation Day, which was a complete bloodbath, but you can never be too sure. So it might be best to see how the market reacts to that first, mainly if you're looking at swing trade. But for my retirement, I just have it to where it takes a portion of my paycheck and it goes into a mutual fund every 2 weeks, just like most people, which, by the way, I don't talk about that enough because it almost guarantees that you'll retire a millionaire, especially if you start early. AMD is set to report earnings on Tuesday, and I've invested $14K in it back in April, and I dollar cost averaged and ended up with an average cost of $94 a share. I've taken a small amount of profit already, but I'm currently up about 82% of my position right now, and I turned that 14K. Now it's about 22 to 23K right now, which is pretty solid if you ask me. When it comes to its earnings, I'm leaning more in the middle because on one side, AI has completely taken over these last few months, with Microsoft and Meta going up well over 5% after they reported. And if AI continues to be a hot commodity, we can see the demand increasing quite a bit over the next year or two. But one thing to consider are tariffs, because over 60% of AMD's sales come internationally. So with that said, that'll most likely come up on their earnings and guidance. If it does drop, a good price to get in, if you're not in already, is 148, and if it drops much lower than that, then 132 is a solid goal. I might take some profit off the table just to secure some gains, but if you're in it for the long term, you'll be fine. Just a reminder to please like and subscribe because it makes the biggest difference for my small channel. I appreciate the support. Back to the video. SMCI also reports earnings on Tuesday, and just like AMD, they also face tariff concerns as well. The only thing is that we're still unsure of exactly what those tariffs will be at, especially with China, since they've postponed them another 90 days. But the best thing that Supermicro has going for them is that only 30% of their sales come internationally, unlike AMD. But this can still cause a big hit to their revenue, and I'm sure it'll most likely come up during their earnings report. I made some good money investing in them earlier this year, but I've been more focused on other companies since I've sold and taken profit. As for Palantir, personally, I think it's far too gone because I missed the big rally, so I wouldn't even consider buying them until I see it drop to at least 125. But when it comes to tariffs, they're less concerned with escalations because they're more software than anything. So knowing that, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave forward guidance during their earnings report on Monday. As for Pfizer, if you watched my previous videos on the types of stocks to stay completely away from, you'd know that all healthcare stocks were on that list. But thanks for watching, make sure you like and subscribe, and let's crush it this week.